you for joining me for your 11th episode of your Business English Boost. Today we're going to tackle page 65 of my book. We're going to be looking at the common phrasal verb drop by. Let's jump in. For those of you who have the book at home, we're on page 65 of the book. If you're new to this series, I'm just reading through my entire book and putting every page of the book up on the screen for you guys. So this is from my little big business English book of vocabulary. We're reading today in the phrasal verb section on page 65 of the book. Now, we're looking at the phrasal verb drop by, and drop by means to visit someone briefly and informally. So next time I'm in Chicago, I'll drop by and see you, which just means we don't need to have a big meeting or a big dinner or a big event. We'll just drop by and I'll visit you. It just means informally and briefly, which means it's not going to be a long visit. Or you're training someone, if you have any difficulty, drop by my office anytime, which just means come into my office, visit my office anytime. So it means to visit someone informally or for a short amount of time. Let me read you the examples here. I will drop by your office after the meeting. So I'm going into the meeting and your manager says, let me know how the meeting goes. Okay, I'll drop by your office after the meeting, which means I'll come to your office physically and I'll tell you about the meeting. So I'll drop by your office. Or can you drop by client A on the way to the airport? We need to bring the contract to them and the courier is not responding. So drop by means to visit quickly someplace. So next one here is the VP dropped by our booth at the trade show to say hello. So if you work in sales or you work in selling projects and products, then or apps or services, you're going to be attending trade shows. So when you have a trade show, you're there and you have a booth and customers drop by. They walk, they come to your booth and they talk to you and then they leave. So the VP dropped by our booth briefly at the trade show, which means they came to visit us quickly, informally. It wasn't a long thing. It wasn't very formal. It wasn't a big organized discussion. Just drop by very quickly. And the last example I have here is feel free to drop by if you need any help with the slides. So maybe you're working on a team and working with a couple people putting together a nice presentation, and maybe you're very experienced in putting together presentations and the person who's actually putting it together doesn't have a lot of experience. So feel free to drop by if you have any questions. Feel free to drop by my office. Feel free to drop by my desk if you have any questions or need any help.